bucks, two nice bucks with Gaston County, North Carolina came in.
My heart is going crazy. My heart is going crazy right now.
One of the best ways we've found to beat the dog days of summer is putting in some food plots. And then we know opening day is just right around the corner. For the past few years, Jeff, Greg, and I have been really working hard in developing food plots and getting properties ready. And so each year as hunting season approaches, our expectation and our anticipation gets higher and higher. After doing a little bit of research, I was able to gain access to a couple of new properties this year, and I was pretty pumped because one of them was really close to my house and the other one had a ton of white oaks.
Opening day of bow season was just a few days away. I was getting excited, the bow was ready, the blind was set up, and the camera was running.
For most of these new properties that I acquired for this upcoming season, I kind of got the permission pretty late, so I really wasn't able to get a pattern on any of the deer. So when Greg called me up and said he had several does on camera and they were on a morning pattern, I knew exactly what we were doing opening day in North Carolina.
We got in the blind a long time before daylight. Matt got his camera set up, bow's ready. It's just hurry up and wait now. It's just getting shooting light. And old Matt's got those young ears and he started hearing something. And he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Greg, here they come. I can see them now." He said, "It's a buck." It's not one buck, it's two bucks. Two big bucks. Buck fever set in.
26. Welcome to North Carolina's 2016 deer season. It is September the 10th, and we were just, and my freezer's gotten a little lonely, so we were thinking about putting some doe meat in there, but I've had a camera out here for the last month. I ain't seen a buck. We got a shot off, sounded like it popped, didn't it? So, we'll see what happens.
It's just not normal when you make a good bow shot that you hear a lot of noise. So when I got out of the blind, my chin was dragging and doubt was setting in. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Nothing on it. You want to see a grown man cry?
Oh well.
Between that dry arrow we found and that little sapling, heartbreak.
One of those properties that I got access to for this season was the property that I like to call Wally's World. Wally's World was a unique property to begin with because it was a travel corridor between some pretty good bedding that was snuggled up against some neighborhoods on out to a big old farm that always had some good crop. Well, like most new properties, me, Jeff, and Greg jumped out on the tractor and we start putting in a food plot. Well, if you've been bow hunting for any time at all, you can relate to that heartbreak that Greg had to go through. I know I have. But he didn't stay in the dumps too long, because a few weeks later, I hit him up and I said, hey, I got some does on a pattern. Let's head on out and see if we can't harvest one of them.
Good morning, guys. We're on my first set of the year as the hunter. Got my new Defiant, a couple FMGs, and we're in a new spot that I just got permission to hunt about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's brand new to me. And fortunately, we've got some white oaks that are in here dropping like crazy. But we got a handful of does, some young bucks coming in. We're just gonna snuggle up tight with these muddy tree stands, muddy harnesses, and see what shows up this morning. And hopefully one of them will give us an opportunity to try out the brand new bow.
I'd mentioned to Greg that these does were on a pretty good pattern, and they were getting to be pretty predictable. And sure enough, as if they were watching the clock, they started showing up.
Well, guys, and it happened so quick. We had to do the little NFL rule. We got to play under review, so that's a good thing about filming your hunts. You can actually look and see what happened before you can get down how you stand. Well,
looks like it's a good shot. So I'm kind of like that play under review stuff right now. Because at first I thought I missed her. I mean, that FMJ went through her so quick. I thought I just shot under. But so we're gonna wait a little bit longer, give her some time. We'll climb on down, go see what we got.
What color is it? Red and tacky. A little bit of bubbly.
Hopefully she ain't gonna be too much further because looks like I got a good, there she is right there.
Are you serious? We didn't even know it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good combo there. The old Defiant, FMJs, and the Rocket. She ain't, maybe straight line might be 60, 75 yards from where she got shot, but pretty good sized doe from around here. Man, that FMJ was quite phenomenal. I mean, it went through her so quick I didn't even know that I hit her until we did the good old play under review deal. But yeah, we're gonna get her out of here, get her over to the processor as soon as we can, and hopefully we'll be able to do it one more time one day soon here in the near future.
For this season, it was pretty unusual for me because I had a lot of extra time. I didn't have quite as many commitments. So me, Jeff, and Greg really started getting in a routine, and we were out there hunting a lot.
This right here should tell you how our morning has been going. Yeah. September 28th, Matt and I got in this place this morning. It's the first time we've ever hunted it. There's some good hardwoods falling, and we're just a couple hundred yards off the road, and we're back in here behind the neighbor's house. We got to hear two chainsaws fighting all morning. So that was the highlight of the day. But it's a beautiful day. It rained yesterday and everything's real wet. So the leaves have been dropping, the water a little noisy, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're getting ready to get down. It's still summer here in the South. We just can't shake it. Still in the 80s. It was 93, I think, Sunday. Just nasty. Dew point this morning is 63, so it's still not comfortable hunting. I think by the weekend we're supposed to drop into the 50s, so that's going to be awesome. But before that happens, I'm getting on a bird, flying to the S1E7 ranch in Raton, New Mexico. So be looking for some elk hunts coming out pretty soon. Just wish old Matt and Jeff could tag along, but somebody's got to work in this family. It ain't me.
And now for CTO's Moment of the Week. Sponsored by Dead End Game Calls.
Every summer, all across the nation, there's a few special weeks that are known as CTO Summer Camp. And for the North Carolina members of CTO, that means a trip out to CTO's very own private island. Once all the gear is loaded into the boats, the youth, their outfitters, and the CTO National Director, Mike Johnson, make the short trip over to the island. Although this is a summer camp, you'll find the accommodations first class, equipped with a commercial-sized kitchen. Once everyone has had a chance to settle into their rooms, a few things are covered before the fun begins. And one of those things is the question of the day. With each day, there's several things that the youth get to do. It could be from fishing, to clamming, to learn how to cast a net, or learning how to blow a duck call. And after a long day of fun, the question of the day is discussed over the campfire. If you would like to learn more about how to become a CTO member or an outfitter, please visit www.teamcto.org.
Hunting's always more fun when you got a hunting buddy that you can count on. So when I saw Greg Bryant calling me, I was getting excited. Well, the phone call didn't go exactly the way I thought it was going to go. Greg told me that he had to go out of town with Jeff and take care of a couple things, so I was kind of confused on what I was going to do the following day. But I figured it out. I was going to go hunting.
Meh. No way! Oh my goodness. My heart is going crazy. My heart is going crazy right now. It is 7:10 on October 12th, and I'm pretty sure I just killed the biggest buck I've ever shot with a bow. Pretty sure I heard him crash right over there. Oh my goodness, right down the hill. He had no idea I was here. This is the first sit I've had for Wally's World, and I was pretty disappointed, and I'll show you a little bit later when it gets a little bit lighter. But with this food plot, we got a rain like that day when we put it in, but after that, it just dried up something fierce. Then on top of that, we had some trespassers come out here and do a little four-wheeling all up and around this food plot, and there's still good old ruts and just trails and stuff that they've dug into it, and I think they've been here a couple times. I thought they'd just been here once or twice, but I think it's a couple times. So they destroyed the food plot, but holy cow, I was not expecting to see what I just saw.
Guys, it's been a good little while since I shot him, probably 45 minutes or so. I'm gonna start the process of getting all this gear down, and if you've ever self-filmed, you know the pains of self-filming. You know, getting all your gear up in the stand quietly and then down.
Well, guys, this is the dude who gave me a surprise of a lifetime out here at what I call Wally's World. And for 3 or 4 months now, no pictures whatsoever of this guy, none. And I had actually, on this little strip of land, I've actually had, at one point, 2 cameras going at the same time, just different parts, because one was more for bedding, and the other one was up here on this acorn ridge next to the food plot, which, again, I had no hopes whatsoever of seeing anything like this guy right here come walk, just waltzing through the woods the way he did. Solid deer here for Gaston County, North Carolina, guys, October 12th. And once again, like I said last time, Lord willing, we'll get to do this again real soon, one day in the near future. Until next time, guys.